This is also Happy New Year's. I'm really tired right now, but let's get down to it. So, return to game. Alright, so where we were at last time, it is day 6, and we weren't named before, and now we are. So, appropriately named, my guy's name is now Rhetoric, with no last name. That's just who he is. Now let me get my, comment section, set up here, so I can respond to stuff. And I gotta turn my volume down. Alright, so, first order of business. Let's take a look at this. What can and cannot we do? That was horrible English. Alright, we're just gonna get these guys what we can now. What we got? Alright. So, we got 12 guys. We can hold, what, 53? Alright, so that seems like the first order of business, but we also need to do more. Alright, so this is bad explanation. Basically how this has got to go. What's this? They're deserters. Can't take them. Alright. Ah. Cavalry, follow me. Yeah. Infantry, charge. Alright. So basically what we're going to do today is, this is when we go out to get more guys. That's today's mission, basically. Wow, that was great. These guys are kind of messing me up. Once our infantry gets in the fight, though, shouldn't be as bad. Just brought down a horse. Man, I gotta get back in the swing of this. Literally. Stop the little charge there. Yeah, sometimes these deserter parties are what kind of screw you over in the beginning of this game. More than anything else, at least. Okay. Please get away from my fella. You too, sir. These veterans are kind of annoying. They're not great, but they're not terrible early in the game like this. But like I did say before, the Vaegirs are, and the reason for that being that they don't really have anything that's just terrific. I mean, the only reason that the Kyrgyz are anything at all is because they're just check out the stats here. Yeah, let's sell all this. Because their specialty is a unit that nobody else has, which is horse archers, so they can kind of screw you over because there's not always a good counter to it. But the Saronids aren't really that good either. Yeah, I mean, that just depends on your preference and how you use them, really, but for me personally, I don't choose to do that. There's a balance, and then you can spam units. You do it however you like. I tend to spam infantry, but also later in the game, spamming cavalry is, in my opinion, even more successful than that. But early in the game, it's more viable just to spam infantry. So this is gonna be, you know, kind of a walkthrough / tutorial / just playthrough. I don't know. It's not. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a walkthrough. This isn't meant to just be a tutorial of the game. That's not really fun to watch. In the beginning here, though, I'm just trying to introduce people that don't know this game to what it is exactly, because it is kind of different than just about any other game. Sorry if my commentary is a little bit. I'm really tired right now. I just finished a run, so I'm out of breath. Feeling a little asthmatic. Ouch. I've been thwarted. I've been thwarted Dos Equis. 2 X's. Even if I didn't kill him. wanted to get my infantry involved there. Alright, we're just gonna tell everybody charge so the cav can run that guy down. See if I can get a shot on him, though. You know, I think this is the first time I've... Oh, look at that. The first time I've been in the snow during a battle, and even on my own time, in the longest time, because I cannot remember the last time I had a snow battle. Honestly, right now, the only thing I'm worried about is, which is better? 12 on the leg armor. Yeah, even though that does more body armor, I am on a horse, so leg armor is kind of important. But I will take it. Pink man, haha. Sherrod, you are. Alright, got 2 more fellas with us. And around the time that I get 30 or 40 people is when I start worrying about getting, you'll see later, there's like companions that you can get, and they're, man, I cut my finger really bad. I'm changing the subject too much. Companions you can get, and they all have their own personalities, and certain ones work together. I tend to just go with a small-ish group of people, and I usually go with Metheld, Artimeter, Lazalet, and I can't think of his name. It's like Nazir or Nazit or something like that. I don't know. Man, I've Americanized the hell out of that name. Alright, but now we have a bunch of Nord recruits, so we're gonna go, well, here, we could probably get one more little batch up here. Up against some Sea Raiders. Alright, that's about all I'm comfortable getting right now, but we're gonna throw them up against some Sea Raiders and then grab their booty and sell it. But first we're gonna go to Sargoth and sell our booties to the public there. Who we got? What we got to sell here? We got all this jazz. Alright, and we're running low on the smoked fish, which sounds just awful, but we are in Nordland, so it's probably popular there for whatever reason. Alright, let's go back up to Riviceg where we were. Yep, they're running down. Ooh, nah, they're tundra bandits. Hey buddy. Ooh, he's like, oh, you got too many people. Well, I suppose if I'm feeling angsty, I could go into that fight. There.
Less talking, more raiding.
I'm comfortable with that. And if I throw myself into it, alright, we're gonna have everybody stay here. Cavalry, you can follow. We could almost do to stand back behind this hill, so we won't have to worry about, yeah, everybody get over here. Let's get everybody behind that hill just so we don't have to worry about getting hit with axes and stuff, and then once they're right close up, we can just charge them. Taking pot shots at it. Dang. Poor horse. I'm not sure how cocky I'm feeling here. Evidently cocky enough to charge in. Man, damn, bump sticks. Damn it. Well, if I can get them to use up some of their javelins right now, that is good enough for me. Because that just means that they won't be using them on my guys. But I'd like to get rid of these archers. My infantry will not hold up if these guys get close, though. That is my fear. Well, that's not my fear, that is a fact. There's 2. I just gotta see if I can soften up their, I don't know if it's their defense, but their offensive ranged capabilities that my guys lack a little bit before they get to my lines. Like, that shit. Alright. draw them over so my guys can charge them. Oh, they're over here. Oh, they're well hidden, I guess. Alrighty. Lots of these recruits are gonna die. I can't really afford to throw my horseman in there. I mean, if he dies, he dies. But still, I'd like to keep him. Wow, man, I don't know how that javelin isn't throwing off the balance of this freaking shield. Great. Alright, well, we don't outnumber them, but we're losing recruits over there left and right. But that's kind of just how you gotta do these in the beginning. You just kind of gotta Zerg mob them. This'll get most of them, if not all of them, upgraded. Yeah, lost 7, which, all in all, ain't that bad. 8. Hit one of my own guy's shields, so it deflected. Alright. I have a Nordic shield, is it? Nope. We need money, is what we need. But I'm not really too down to go jump in with a bunch of, or any, see, all of them right there. I'm not too down to go jumping in with any kingdom really yet, because
I will drink from your skull.
I don't feel like being tied down really. Alright, but now we got, everybody's trained at least enough. Cavalry, quit jumping the gun on me here. Just let our guys get in there. I feel confident enough in who's there that I don't need to order them around too much. That one Serenade right there. Poor guy. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Half these guys are lazy. I'm not worried at all. Hey, I leveled up. Ouch. Now this is for the... This ain't for me, this is for my guys to get their experience, so I'll just let them do their thing. I'll just distract them, get their shields turned. Yeah, I know it's lame right now, but you just wait till later on. This game gets intense later. How many we lost? 5. Not bad. Yeah, we only really lost 2 of them. Hey, I didn't steal the XP from that guy. I don't like swords in this game. I tend to avoid them, even though they're faster. Is that who I just got there? Yeah. But yeah, I tend to avoid them. Oh, see, there we go. We got a Mamluk now. That's good. You want them. But I will advise, see how expensive he is. Notice the price that he costs. Yeah, that's not necessarily great. I was just thinking about that, man. I can't remember how much knights cost. I'd have to get like a sample. But I'm pretty sure knights beat Mamluks anyway. But Mamluks are a close second if they're not equal. They might just be equal.
Today the gods will decide
how
your
many?
fate.
Okay. We only got 13. Damn. Alrighty. Well, hey, Mr. Cavalryman. No. Follow me. Yeah, they outnumber us now, but I think we got better troops than they do. Well, they're definitely more elite, but for me, I think the reason my knowledge on certain units is limited is because my experience with certain units is limited. I limit myself down usually to... There's a lot of archers. I usually limit myself to Swadian, Rodox, and you know, I get Swadian Knights, Rodox, Crossbowmen, and Nordic Infantry. And which, those are the three best. But I notice every time, every save I get, I gravitate towards those. It's like, I mean, pretty much everybody has their own playstyle in this game, so you can't, it's hard to just play differently, because you find what works for you, and it's hard to just deliberately not do that. So for me, I generally don't like throwing weapons. I don't like bow and arrows, so I stick with one-handed weapons and shields, and I like to stay on horseback because it's just easier that way. I tend to gravitate towards an infantry-focused army rather than a cavalry. They have an archer-focused army. It's basically impossible. Did I hit his shield? Yeah. Oh, wow. Good job, bro. You knocked him upside the dome. You see, that's the thing about the Vaegirs, is they're just not very desirable. There's just nothing about them that just blows you away. At least for me. So I hope y'all are having a happy new year. Hope you got some plans to hang out with your honeys and such. Obviously I don't. And if you're not, then spending time partying with the fam. Which is
Today the gods
how
will
I'll be
decide
spending
your fate.
mine. Wow. What is with them in number 21? It seems like that tends to be their gravitating number. Alright, and then I can pretty much count on them to win the hand-to-hand engagement / axe throwing. I should level my guy up, I just thought about that. Yeah, see, I don't like this style of, well, not even a style, but pretty much in the beginning you're limited down to what you can make off of killing bandit groups, because that's pretty much your income, is just how much you can make off of what you sell from them, and man, that's called just caught a very nasty javelin. But you're limited to what you can sell from them and the money that you can get from them. So that's base value. Yeah, I need to get out of here. Later on, when you get fiefs, like if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a town and a castle, or a city, and yeah. Cities obviously pay more. Wow, man, we lost a veteran, that sucks. I'm used to weapons with longer reach, so I'm like not realizing how far away I am from these guys. But yeah, I am completely distracted right now. You can make tons of money. I remember one time I had like half of the Kingdom of the Nords under my control, and I was with the Nords, but I got sick of it because nobody would like, I became the marshal, and then everybody was on stuff, which happens. Everybody gets jealous of you, and they'll start, I'm not even looking at these guys. They'll basically start conspiring against you, which is no fun. I'm tempted, but no. Yeah. but yeah, people will start like conspiring against you and stuff, which you gotta watch out for. And did I level up again? That's nice. And then I did that, and I got sick of it, so I started my own rebellion, and then I quit out on that, cashed in on the money that I had, and which was like 200 and some thousand, which wasn't isn't really a ton for this game. And yeah, rode off merrily into the distance. So I'm gonna put 2 into intelligence and then 1 into strength and agility, which might seem dumb for now, but it gives me 6 points to play with later, so I can start just increasing my strength and agility later because those I pretty much um, I want to get my surgery and wound treatment up a bunch right now, so people aren't dying all the time. And then um, for the agility ones, I want to get my athletics, I want to get my weapon master, and then for strength, I want to get iron flesh and power strike up. So pretty much later on, it becomes very streamlined. All this stuff. Um, Tactics become very important later, but there's a guy that I always get. His name is Lazalet, and I put all my training points and tactic points to him, so he's all intelligence and stuff. Leadership is very high for this character for some reason. I'm not sure. Maybe there's some randomness to it. Usually it's like 1 when I start pathfinding 2. I've never really seen that before. Anyway, so we're gonna go for wound treatment. We're gonna go. I'd say go both in there, but I'd like to get. What about trainer? That's a good one to have, and then probably throw another in tactics. That's good for now, but that's about as good as you could get at level 9. Anyway, so and then just put everything into one-handed and two-handed, and crossbows too, which is really low right now, but I just practice makes perfect. I'd almost like to go into Swadia. Yeah. And then I'm gonna let all the. Oh wait, no, they're all my guys. Hey, screw out. Okay. I'll let all these guys die, so that my infantry can show up and their lines are already broken. They're just tundra bandits anyway. I killed one. Yeah, these caravans are like the easiest thing in the world to kill. The fact that they're doing as good as they are right now is only because they have Kurgi, like horsemen and horse archers. Sometimes I feel like this game doesn't even really require commentary. Like, it tells its own little story if you just, like, play and watch. So if there's little stretches where I go without talking, just, I think it's better sometimes to just do that than just talk through everything, which I'm good at. And it's kind of ironic because that's what my channel, what do you mean talk to him? Was it letting me go up and upgrade him? I'd like to get these veterans into Huskarls, please. I'd almost like to go get some more, yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go get some more Nords. It's being raided? No, it's been raided. Yep, there you go. This prime example. The Nords are at war with the Vagirs already, so that's just how that goes. The Nords always win, by the way. That's how that goes. They don't need my help. But this is how it always starts. The Nords will lose probably all of this, and they'll start to lose this. And then, especially if the Nords go to war with Swadia, they'll lose these castles over here. Then, once they finish off Swadia, because Swadia tends to go first anyway because they're a stronger enemy, and then that requires more of the Nords to help. After the Nords will finish off Swadia, then they can focus on taking this stuff back, and then they focus real hard on taking this, like, peninsula. I'm backwards. They focus really hard on taking this peninsula right here. And then they pretty much swoop through and take everything. So that's how that always goes with the Nords. They'll basically always win against the Vaegirs, but you'll rarely see a kingdom get wiped out unless you're with them. Like, unless you're allied with that kingdom, you'll be hard-pressed to find a kingdom just get wiped out by the AI itself, because, I don't know, I don't think the AI is smart enough to win. Yeah, I'd really like to get one of these, but notice how expensive they are. I'd like to get that. Well, it's crude, it's not really worth buying. I'd like to get that. I always end up getting the great helms, which you'll see me wearing later in this season. Not season, series. Sell all that jazz and get to going. I'd like to sell the horse I'm on right now. Yeah, but like I was saying, for some reason the Nords always lose in the beginning. I don't get why. I think I'm gonna get... if I can get another 5 or 6, or 7 Nords, that's the max I'm gonna get of infantry. And I'm just gonna have them in my party and see if I can upgrade them without having to go into a fight. Because if I do that, then some of them will die. And I don't like to have them die. But we're going to get some Swadians here. I'm going to try to get 15. I'm going to account for 10 of them dying. But if you can get 10 knights... Okay, before they get ready, quick. Oh crap, I can't. If you can get 10 knights, though, they will take you places. Even just 10. With 10 knights, you can almost take on... I don't know. If I had 10 knights, I would go up against 30 Nords of, like, their normal army. I mean, if it was 30 Huskarls, I wouldn't, because you'll see later, they're pretty scary. Once you go into, like, sieges and stuff, and you'll see my guys' like, all the Huskarls showing up and everything. You'll see how many kills that they'll get by themselves. They're very scary, and they throw axes too, so they are potent, to say the least. Yeah, they're already looted. But, let's see. Do we have anybody to upgrade? We got some Nord and some Swadians. But, they're crap right now. So I think... I'm tempted to go up back to the Sea Raiders just so we can get some XP, but they'll all get killed off if we do that. So at least all the new troops will. So I guess we're just gonna... Yeah, they're farmers. We're gonna go on the hunt for some forest bandits that aren't here. So guess not. Back to the Sea Raiders, I guess. Not my first choice. I'm excited to see later in this season what this turns into, though. No, I keep saying season, don't I? Yeah, they're deserters. Alright, well I got 40 guys, that's pretty good. I'm tempted to go get some archers, but... Then you gotta worry about, well, deserters. Alright, what is this shit? Alright, there's 6. Well, there's their hideout. But I'll leave that there so they respawn and stuff. Aha! 25.
I will drink from your skull!
Now, I'm gonna let everybody do their thing on this. I'm just gonna stay out of this fight. Yeah, for the most part, I can't leave them two alone. Okay, cavalry. It's the thing, when you only have 2, you gotta be, conservative with them. I am kind of scared to see what happens to all the little fellas here. Oh, we got like one little militiaman here. One little more footman. Yeah, and we're fighting an uphill battle. Literally. Oh wow, that was a good shot. Con. Oh, that's funny. Alright. This is a good test for all my little cubs. Oh. Yeah, I kind of figured. I don't like to lose Swatty runs though. I don't like to lose any, especially Swatty runs, because then I have to go out of my way to get more of them. And plus, Swadia is always at war. They're at the center of the map, they're always at war. Did I literally lose my Saren enforcement? Come on. Ow. See, if I would have had a freaking Morning Star there, I would have already killed him. Yeah, we lost 7. Yeah, not too bad. Alright. Let's see how much XP we got for that, and hopefully we get some good upgrades. I wasn't really talking about these guys, I was more talking about all the recruits that I don't want to just immediately die. Yeah, it looks like we're on our way because they're all footmen now. And, well, Swati and Militia, which means we also have archers. So that's, well, sort of archers. And then I'll just let these guys actually do their own thing on this one because they won't all die this time. Except cavalry, you're still staying here. Wait a minute, I thought that Serenid horseman died. I could have sworn it said he died. There they are. Like a malignant blob on the horizon. Like I can just hear in the background on my headphones. Ooh. Okay, maybe it's time I relocate. Ow. I'm so used to having more reach than that. I'm gonna stab this guy. Watch. Ah. Oh, that was it. Is it him? Yeah. See, that's why I don't like swords, because you gotta worry about stabbing, and that's annoying. I just like being able to swing off the side like that. Yay, we didn't lose anybody. Alright. I am very tempted to take one of these guys. I might take him. Oh. No. Alright. Ah! Our first Huskarl. Yay! Alright. Once these guys get turned into men-at-arms, that's when it gets a little bit scary. Because once they're men-at-arms, then they become slightly valuable. Alright.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
They're not men-at-arms yet, so we don't have to worry about them as much. Follow me, Mr. and Mrs. Cavalry. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, see 7 of the Swatian footmen in there that I was hoping to see. Other fire, getting turned around. Yeah, I'm not meaning to do that. My controller is just very, very annoying. Who died? Who is that little coward? Going and dying. Alright. This cells will be charged. They'll handle it. Ah. What should we name him, guys? Our first Husker. I'm proud. I'm about to kill this guy. Ah, close. Yeah, I got the last kill. And probably the first kill. Yay! Yeah, I'm agreeing with your applause this time. Oh, we lost a footman. But he was just a Nord footman. We got plenty of. Replaceable. We're in the northern hemisphere. Alright. Let's see who we can get. My eyes just got so confused. Men at arms, we got. I should have looked, but fuck it. I don't care. Yeah, there's only 3. Well, this is stimulating. Scampering about the desert. I mean, desert. What the fuck am I talking about? Around the map. There we go. More XP. Pretty soon here, though. I'm thinking we can take this army and we can do something with them. I think we can really make something of them. Yeah, get back here. Yeah. I think, though, that we have potential with this army. They're very unorganized right now, but trust me. Get some cav in there. I should get my shield up. Get some cav in there, get a little bit of archery going on. Get that infantry a little bit more elite. Get yeah, get my guy a little bit tougher than he is, because this is pathetic right now. I think we'll be well on our way then. I think we need to get a few more guys with the solar. We'll boost them party stats up a little bit. Because I don't like investing a lot of party stats from leveling up into my character, because, I mean, even though that's more reliable, it takes away from my guy being able to do well, you know, so. Our first man at arms. We're on our way to having Swadian Knights, guys. How long has this been going on for? Yeah, I don't have a timer. Should've. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm thinking now. If you guys have any suggestions of who you'd like me to go with, I'm gonna go with the Nords if nobody says anything. I usually go with them. Well, in fact, I've always gone with them. So, I think that's what we're gonna go do. Of course, if we do that, we're gonna be jumping straight into a war with the with Vagirs, which is a questionable course of action. But if we go with the Swadians, then we're probably going to be going to war against the Rodoks, which is always annoying. And if we, well, we're not going with the Kyrgyz, and that's that. And we could go with the Saranids. That could be interesting. I've never done it with them before. Could be interesting. Because I just don't like the Saranids because they always fight with the Kyrgyz, and that's its own mess. I mean, eventually, if we do good enough with the Nords, sorry, hang on, I gotta fix my mic. If we do good enough with the Nords, we're gonna end up fighting with everybody. Except the Rodoks. The Rodoks always seem to keep to themselves, it's weird. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go find the king real quick. Actually, I can't just go find the king like that. I gotta go, actually, find a, lord. Notice how we have no banner right now. So let's find ourselves a lord. Oh shit, we got nothing to eat. That might be a good thing to find. Take them. No. But we'll buy some meat and butter. Not pork, because it'll go bad. Alright. Go Sargoth real quick here. The marketplace. Sell all of this shit. Wait, is that... Okay, I was making sure it was dried meat. Wait a minute. Yeah, just whatever. I don't care. We need to get some food. Right quick. Alright. Rich and well maintained. Now we just got to sit around until we find somebody with a flag over their head that is blue. Ah! And preferably somebody with a rather large army. Which, not that 60 is huge, but... Alright, where do you go? Shit. Aha! There he is. Oh, it's the marshal, I think. At least it... is he? I'm not... Declaration of war against the Kingdom of the North. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Why not? Now, there goes my watch. Okay, so now he's telling me to do my own thing. I have to pee very, very bad. Alright. But, this is what we're at for now. We could probably take him on, actually. Well, we'll join in the fight. This will just get us good with all the other... Oh, wow. Great starting deployment, too. Let's see what the comments are here. Well, hi there. I'm kind of in a fight, but I will respond to your comment there, man. Well, I guess I don't really... I'm forgetting. It's a live stream. I don't even need to write anything. I don't think I really need to do a whole lot here. There we go. Look at this bitch. Oh, okay. Well, I might not get the XP for killing you. There we go, I did get the XP. But still not the last kill. Oh. Oh, you're just downloading this game, okay. Yay, I get to take him, I didn't know that. Doesn't really seem appropriate considering I'm just a mercenary and the other guy's actually the, the actual lord of this kingdom. Yeah, I got this game in the summer and that's how I spent my summer. So, I hope you enjoy it once you play it. Some probably join in this. Yeah, we'll win that. Should probably upgrade my troops now that I think about it though. Yeah, I'm gonna have that man Luke as my own little personal bodyguard. And I guarantee what's gonna happen. Actually, I don't. Normally that doesn't happen. I could be smart here. Kind of cowardly. Tell my guys to hang out back here. And then have them go in as the fodder. And then once their lines are broken, I'll send my guys in to go finish them off. I think that's what I'll do. And, Archer dude, you come back here. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree exactly with what you just said. It is all of those things that you just named. It is rough around the edges. Janky. Oh boy, that... oh, that poor Archer. I didn't take into consideration what units they'd be bringing along with them. Alright. Yeah. Well, this might be a little bit of a fight. No, I think honestly though, that's what this game's got going for it, is that it's actually... I ain't getting lost. It's got character. You back the hell off, bitch. No, I agree with that too. You gotta have patience with this game, because the first save I ever had on this lasted about, well, I think it was 2 days, because I got so frustrated with it, and then I took a break off of it for like a week before I tried it again, like even tried at all. But it ended up being very surprising, my second save, when it turned out kind of how this one did. It's just, you gotta figure it out yourself. There's no teaching it. By the way, my commentary probably doesn't make any sense right now because I'm trying to not die. So I'll save the speeches for afterwards. And once the infantry gets involved, well, that being like our infantry gets involved. I don't know who that was for there, me or the guy in the comments there talking about this game, but I started this game just this year because I don't like PC gaming really, just because it's expensive and I don't have the time to dedicate, or the money, to dedicate to getting a PC, even though, yes, by all means it is better. But you gotta be able to afford it and be dedicated enough to get down to it. So this is I'm playing this on PS4. But, I mean, it didn't really make any difference to me. I started it this summer, and I think that I pretty much got it down. Except that I pretty much went way overboard on one save, and then only did 2 other ones that were any good at all. We're gonna get a lot of level ups from this. Like, hell of a lot of level ups. Yay! I just got into another fight like 5 minutes ago with you, so I'm glad you missed me. Alright, we're getting some men-at-arms now, though. That's good. They're unfortunately at the bottom, so we will move them up on the list. That seems like a pretty good spot. And we'll keep our Mamluk actually down here at the bottom. Just for now, because we only have one. Same with the Huskar, we only have one, so it's like we kind of want to save them. We don't want to throw them into the fight. Yeah, but there is a nice little skirmish there. Pretty much looking for fights now is the goal. Wait, did we get more upgrades from that? Oh yeah, we did. That's how these wars go, though, is at first you're just trying to basically deplete their armies, which this army of 30, once it becomes, if I can get these guys elite and if I can get 15 Huskarls and get even just 5 of those Swadian footmen and men-at-arms to knights, I'd feel confident enough to go against just about any army. Huskarls and knights, just about the best combination you can get in this game. Why did I go to reports? What is the current date? Well, okay, so we're going to Dramug. Wow, kind of a ways away. I might miss the siege. Nah, I'll be good. Oh wow, there's a little bit of a fight going on here. Just a little bit. I said charge, didn't I? Wow, almost exactly evenly matched. Alright. cavalry stay back. How many of my guys are deployed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of my... I guess I could have just counted. Actually, no, there's 11 of us. I'd tell my guys to stay back just because I don't want to get them clumped up in that fight over there. But I think I'm going to call this episode here, guys, and I think we'll continue this in the next episode. So if you guys want to see more of this, you'll have to come back after 2017 has ended. So, have a happy new year, and I'll talk to you guys later.